Hey, this is Nancy Atlas, and today we're in Sag Harbor speaking with the famous Jimmy Smythe, who not only owns the Corner Bar, but invented the Corner Bar burger. We're going to take a few moments to see if we can get him to show us how this great burger came about and get to know him a little bit better. So what was it like here in like 1978, 1979 when you first opened?
Well,
were the people living?
Well, up until 78, this end of town was the end of town. The waterfront really wasn't considered, as vital. And the buildings across the street here, it was an old Agawam Grumman building which had closed. And the wharf, when I was a kid, the Long Wharf, which is paved, was all rock and rubble and telephone pole. I mean, to go out the Long Wharf was like going, through the forest kind of.
Wow.
But the year I opened, in February 3rd, 1978, that summer, Mr. Malloy came to town and bought the old Grumman building and started developing it into a marina and restaurants and stores, and the village really shifted this way. Cleaned up a part of the waterfront that was totally neglected. The harbor has a history of, at one point in the whaling days in the 1840s and 50s, it was a larger port than New York City. And then whaling went into its decline, and then it became a factory town. When I was a kid, it was like a factory town. We had a boulevard and a Grumman.
Well, you were here in the 20s, so it was, pretty... Hey, Jim, what's that? When did that logo come about?
It was early, and over 20 years ago. There was a gentleman who worked at one of the local boat yards who one day just brought it in. His name was Richard Rosenblum, and he just did it on his own and brought it in and gave it to us. And ever since that, it's been on our matchbooks and on our shirts and on our coasters and you name it.
I love it. I love it. I think
it's
it looks
actually
great.
We have the big sign outside on the street. That's basically a reproduction.
Does he still come in at all, or?
He has shown up occasionally over the years. Yes.
Ever looking for money for the logo?
No, he never asked for anything.
Now I see also over here you have Vince Gill.
Yeah.
And let's see what this says. It says, "To the only man who ever saved my life."
Correct.
I heard he was in a swimming accident or something.
Very close. He was having trouble keeping his head above water, and he was pretty young back then, 21, 22, from Oklahoma, pretty innocent. And one night at a girls' college down in the Chesapeake, he was upset about something and decided to drink for probably the first time in his life. And he was really bad shape, and they kept him awake so he wouldn't suffocate. And he went on to he's a major star. He married Amy Grant, who's a major country and western star, and Vince is very successful.
Vince Gill 93, quote me if I'm wrong, right. All access. A few Vince Gills here.
Yeah.
So this actually means that you're telling the truth, that you really did save his life?
Yeah, I joke. Yeah.
Are you going to be able to handle me in the kitchen, Jimmy? Are you like...
Just like that? I'm all hands.
Let's hit it. So we're in the Corner Bar kitchen, and we're going to cook a Corner Bar burger with Jimmy Smythe, East End legend, here at the Corner Bar, from beginning to scratch, and talk about a few things.
The Corner Burger comes with a choice of cheese, lettuce and tomato, French fries, and the basic corner mix is a combination of mushrooms and onions with seasonings that we put on the top of it.
And how do you like your Corner Bar burger?
I have never sat down and eaten an entire Corner Burger. It has fascinated me since the time we started doing it, because the amount of food on one plate baffles me. I can't believe that we've sold so many and so many people order them. We have a little mixture here.
Okay.
And this just adds a little moisture to accelerate the cooking aspect of it.
Was that like a Worcestershire?
Worcestershire and, yes.
Oil and a little...
oil, Worcestershire, and that's about it.
So the Corner Bar mix, though, which is what kind of makes it the Corner Burger?
It's onions and mushrooms, and we add some Worcestershire, some chopped garlic.
A little special sauce.
And very secret family special sauces. And when the burger's all done, we take a spoonful of this and it goes on top, and that's the Corner Burger.
I see people in town from waitressing here for so long,
yeah,
and I can look at them, like the guy at Magna Glass, medium rare blue cheese corner burger. I know them by the burgers. How did you actually get involved in this business?
I grew up on Howard and Main Street. There's a big old whaling house there with a monument and stuff. And when I was a kid, in 1963 and 64, this eccentric French woman showed up, opened up a restaurant in that restaurant, in the building downstairs called the Le Cave. And I literally could look into the backyard, the kitchen, from my grandmother's yard.
This is now starting to get better. Eccentric French woman
yeah.
in your backyard that you are basically peeping Tommy.
Every night before service, she had ladies come in and do her hair.
Okay.
I started hanging out there. And
I bet you did.
next thing they had me, I was making the garlic bread, and I got little jobs.
And the butter, and they were like, "Oh, Jimmy Smythe."
You're mine, Nancy Alice. Sometimes I worry about wearing wonders.
How old were you?
13, 14. At one point.
You weren't at all sexually, like blooming or anything. Oh wait, you can. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. It's just an order. Keep talking.
They had valet parking.
3 salad app.
I have no idea what that is.
I have no idea what that means. Let's make something and just give it to them, and then they won't know.
I don't know what. I didn't see the
Okay, so wait a second. So oh my God, another one.
The rush.
No, we can do it. I'll find out what it is. Baked clams.
I can't do any of it.
I can do it. I can do it. Baked clams, barbecued shrimp, and 3 salad appetizers. Okay. All right, I'm on it. Okay, so listen, you're with a French. What's the 3 salad app?
3 salad app.
Okay, we can. All right, well, don't worry. We'll get Mikey in here. So you're with a French woman.
I was 14. There was a kitchen. There was French food. They had the other thing that was weird. They had valet parking, and this woman was a little eccentric. She had me parking cars at 14, and I would stand in front, right across from like Fish's Antiques. I'd be parking Bentleys and Ferraris and stuff, and we'd park them behind at the savings bank. And then I'd run back and have to make garlic bread.
Jim, they were
That's where I got my career.
They weren't selling food, Jim. Bentleys and Ferraris. So the French ladies are the ones that inspired
well,
you cooking.
I got my first touch of the heat of the kitchen and the excitement of the cooking and the activity in the back and the whole entertaining thing.
All right, get those fries, Jim. Need any help?
No, I think I can handle it.
All right.
Idaho potato. I don't have any idea what kind of fries they are.
Okay. They are, oh wow, you
skin on.
3/4 skin on, string cut French fries.
Put a couple of handfuls in there.
Okay. And then we drop them in this one?
No, drop them in that one.
I was a short order cook for like 3 years.
You mean like 3 minutes?
3 years, yo. Come on, give me a little. I used to have to hand dip all the fish, and it was like 800 plates a night. All right, so Burger King's got nothing on your charbroiling, basically.
Earlier in the segment, you took one of the hamburgers and you started playing with it, and I mentioned about less handling it.
Because you like the plump.
Well, you just don't handle it. As you handle it, it's muscle and it changes its texture. Also,
you made me nervous. I had to play with the meat.
You should never push them down unless somebody wants them well done.
Okay.
Now we're going to need lettuce and tomato.
All right. Hold on, let me get the plate. What's the most annoying thing that somebody's ever asked you to do while cooking?
Take the seeds off the roll.
You're kidding me. Really?
Burger's getting ready. I'm going to put the cheese on behind. Why don't you like this plate? When I first opened up and started making burgers, they haven't even invented the oval plate yet.
Goddamn oval plate! How was I thinking? All right, so we've got our bun, our cheese is going. How are the fries looking?
Pretty good.
I'm gonna pickle it up. I'm adding
pickle
the pickle.
It up.
Does a pickle go with the corner bar burger? Because I don't want to put a pickle if I don't want to step over the pickle boundary. If does any bacon go on it?
No.
But I need lips for my face. Here.
Bit of fry. There you go. Now the last step of the corner bar, I'm going to have to step over there. We ring the bell. freshly prepared, world famous corner bar mix. And we lavishly spread it on top of the medium burger, cheddar burger. And ladies and gentlemen, this is paid for many a vacation for the legend of the corner bar, Jim Smythe.
I'll tell you, that burger is a legend, but it doesn't hold a candle to you, Jimmy. We'll be right back.
Is that a segue? Who's hungry?